Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. So we're heating up now to the Saga of the Beast, the Psychic Awakening campaign dedicated pretty much to the orcs, and hopefully soon we're going to see the 90% of that Makari model that we're not being shown by GW, and they're being ever so subtle at teasing that. But in all of this anticipation, I'm asking myself the question, where's Commissar Yarrick at this time? Where is this hero of the Imperium? Where is Ghazghkull's arch rival? And it's a question that's burning even more in me now that Games Workshop has announced that his older model is going to be available as a made to order release. And to explain a bit about what happened to Commissar Yarrick in the lore, he was the hero of Armageddon. He defended it on 2 occasions against Ghazghkull and his orcish hordes, and the third war for Armageddon, sorry, he did the second and third war. We don't talk about the first war, it didn't happen, it's inquisitorial reasons. But the third war for Armageddon ended with Ghazghkull retreating because he got these visions of a greater destiny, and we now know what that greater destiny is because it's happening now. And Yarrick teamed up with High Marshal Helbrecht of the Black Templars to pursue him. And that all culminated in the Battle of the Haunted Gulf. And it was a pretty one-sided battle by the sounds of it. Ghazghkull basically tried to force his way through the Imperial lines and got hit pretty hard and managed to flee into the warp. And that's kind of where Yarrick's story ended. Now, as a side note, Ghazghkull's story gets really interesting after that, because in the 7th edition Orc supplement, I think it was called War Ghazghkull, it explains how he conquered the different tribes and kind of did a bit of time travel, basically, which is explaining why now he kind of, it seems like he's on multiple planets at once through Imperial sources, but really he's kind of, it's getting a bit warpy, basically. So that supplement explained that. But for Yarrick, the story kind of ends, or at least for me, I can't find anything else to explain what happened. And the natural conclusions that you can draw from that are, one, he could have died. That's because he was very, very old. He was at retirement age for the Second War of Armageddon. So at this stage in the timeline, he's pretty old. And if you look at the way he's painted on the Games Workshop website, you'll see that he's kind of meant to seem really old as it is. So yeah, he's getting on a bit. But at the same time, he had rules to reflect the fact that he refused to die. He was so stubborn that even when he was bleeding from multiple wounds and things like that, he just wouldn't give up, basically. And I just find it hard that that resolution just wouldn't continue. He wouldn't sit there and go, oh, it's getting too much for me. Good luck, Helbrecht. I believe in you, Mir. No, that's not Yarrick at all. And I believe if you're going to stay true to his lore, he's got to still be alive. Despite the age, despite how, weak he might have now become, he's got to still be going. And yeah, you could say there's some time travel stuff at play with Ghazghkull, so maybe there is with Yarrick as well. But at the same time, I think this would be a great way to bring him back. I think he deserves to come back into play now, because for one, Yarrick understands the orcs and Ghazghkull better than any other person in the Imperium. He understands their tactics, he understands their language. That was how he was able to beat Ghazghkull, and they developed quite a respectful rivalry. There was a point where Ghazghkull actually captured Yarrick and let him go on the basis that he said to Yarrick, look, I'm coming to Armageddon and I want you there, so get Armageddon ready and I'll see you on the front lines. That's kind of how they respected each other. It was kind of like Goku and Vegeta from Dragon Ball Z. It was brilliant. So now that Ghazghkull's got this massive war, I'm sitting there thinking, who else should go up against him other than Commissar Yarrick? I think this is a brilliant way to pay justice to that huge amount of backstory that they've got between them, but also to represent the fact that Ghazghkull is looking for the biggest fight he's ever had, and Yarrick in a sense has reflected that since now, and it would also be a fantastic climax to their story one way or another. And I'm not saying this on the basis that I think a new model should come out for Yarrick. I think his current model's pretty good as it is, but at the same time, there's kind of a gap now, after the events of Cadia, for a human hero of the Imperium, like a major Imperial human leader, and I think Yarrick could fill the gap quite nicely. But what do you think? I'm really keen to hear your thoughts. It maybe might come out as a result of the after effects of the Saga of the Beast. Ghazghkull's obviously not going to die, he'll go on to rampage elsewhere, and maybe that's where Yarrick steps in. But I'm keen to hear your thoughts about you know, where's Commissar Yarrick going to fit in here, if he even still has a place? Let me know all of that in the comments below, and I want to say thank you as always for watching. Feel free to like and subscribe if you feel inclined, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. But until then, take care.